welcome back or welcome to my channel. It's your favorite cousin, Tahira, and this is Life Unfiltered. Sidebar, I have my phone this way recording, so it looks like I'm looking way over there, but I'm looking dead into the camera. So, today we're going to do a light beat and we are going to talk about friends, finding friends in your 30s and your 40s. I am of the grand age of 40. And I just want to know, is it just me? Is it only me that is having difficult time not finding friends per se, but maintaining friendships and being in the right space when you are being a friend and what type of friend you want to be, etc. So, um, a few of the products I'm going to be using, just as a sidebar, I'm going to be using Fenty Beauty. This is in number 465. I think it's 465. I will put it in the description below. I don't have my reading glasses on. And that's how far up 40 I am. Okay? Judge your dad. Judge your dad. So, anyway, I was having a conversation with one of my friends, and she's in her 50s. And we were talking about, finding friends and making friends in your 40s and maintaining friendships. I'm going to start off with the face primer elf. And I said, I'm in that age group where some of my friends are close to retirement age, and one of my friends has a new baby. Okay. And so that makes for quite an interesting dynamic. When you get into that point of life where your friends can be almost as old as your mom or as young as maybe like your child or a niece or nephew, that's when you know you are in a very peculiar spot in life. It's not a bad thing, but it's just very interesting. And I've noticed that, when you are trying to maintain your adult friendships, it does take work. It takes work, it takes effort. Everyone's busy. However, people make time for what they want to do. As you can see, I did my brows off camera and I am I used my eye method brow pen. Can't find it at the moment. It's probably in my bathroom. And, but get that. I'm telling you, those brows, honey, they will not go anywhere. They will be right there with you, better than some relationships. At any rate, I was very, curious as to why people like to say, well, people are busy, people have lives. While all of that can be true at the same time, you can make time for the things you want to make time for. That's the long and the short of it for me. I am one of those people that are under the notion that if you value your friendship, you will make time for it. I just take this and I dab it on, and I'm going to show you what I do next to try to make sure I set it really well. But friendships, yes, they do take time. They do take, preparedness. That's what it is. It takes preparedness. I'm going to go in with this NYX matte finisher, and I normally just spray that on my brush. Hopefully, you guys cannot hear the music. My son is downstairs playing music, and I hope that it's not picking up because I don't want my video to be demonetized. Um, anyway, so, I'm under the notion that if you love your friends and you care about your friends, you'll make time for your friends. I don't care what's going on. And if you have to prepare a month in advance, then prepare a month in advance. It's really not that hard. Recently, a couple girlfriends and I were planning to do a girls' weekend. We were going to do it at my house or her house. We were going to do it at one of our homes. And again, adult relationships, preparedness. I'm okay with that. So I send a message to our group chat and I'm like, double check your calendar, make sure you don't have anything planned, blah, blah, blah. Let's do this. Everybody responds back positively, meaning their schedules were great. Perfect. I want to say maybe a week later, one of the girls gets in the chat and she's like, "Oh my God, that's Valentine's weekend." Blah, 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 blah. It's irrelevant what all the rest of it she said after that because I'm like, okay. For someone who said they don't have a man, wasn't looking for a man, you're definitely giving that day is for a man rather than your girls. Now, I honestly, my lips are a little dry right now. Perry, blame it on Perry. Um, we're all single for the most part, from what I know. We're all single. And I think the part that bothered me the most is that we planned this well in advance. And we have to try to maneuver through weekends because she has young children and she's basically still in her soccer mom era, which is fine. Listen, if the kids have something going on, 100% handle the children. Don't pay attention to my background. I see y'all looking. It's laundry day. So don't do that. Not too much. Not too much. Anyway, so, when the kids have something going on, absolutely. This is Tarte, I believe. I believe this is Tarte concealer. I don't know what color it is, what number it is, but I'm going to link everything below so that way you guys will know. So, when the kids have something going on, absolutely. I was a soccer mom. My kids are grown. I have grandchildren now. So, I'm in a different tax bracket, so to speak, meaning I don't have to worry about that anymore. But I remember those days. So, we give grace, right? We give grace. She pops in the group chat and she's like, "Oh, I forgot I had plans that day, blah, 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 blah." I immediately get an attitude. And I got an attitude because I'm like, yo, we sent out this message. We wanted to make sure that everyone was available, and now all of a sudden you're not available. Okay. Now, part of me is like, at this point, fuck it. I will not um, reach out again. You need to reach out. And I don't know if that is the right way to respond. You guys can let me know down in the chat in the comment below. But when I try to make it where we are being respectful of everyone's time and we're giving weeks notice, not like I said, "Girl, let's do something tomorrow." I know you can't do that because you have children. You have to coordinate with the ex-husband and blah. Like there's a lot of moving parts. So I wouldn't be insensitive to say, "Why you can't do it tomorrow?" No, I wouldn't do that. But if we plan this out weeks in advance and you come back and you're like, "I can't because it's Valentine's weekend." Really? So you can't get dude on the next day? Like you're that surrounded by a fictitious day that people tell you is something that you need to celebrate. Whatever, girl. So that led me into a thought process as to why so many women are having difficulty maintaining friendships in their 40s, 30s and 40s. I think I'm going to go in a little bit on my eyelids, which will help my shadow stay on a bit more. Yeah, it led me into the thought process of this is why people are having difficulty maintaining friendships because there's so much inconsistency. Now, again, yes, we're busy. I have older parents. We all have older parents. I don't take care of my parents, so to speak. They're still, thank God, able to maneuver and do all the things on their own. And if something happens and they need me immediately, I gotta drop and go, you know. But it's one of those situations where I'm like, okay, do you not want to go? But then I can see the same person on the socials with other girlfriends. So now I'm like, what's the real tea? You know what I'm saying? What's the real tea? What is really going on? Um, and I don't want to just throw away friendships, but I also feel like if you don't value me, I don't value you. And I've been in those situations where there is no value. There's no value. And I'm looking for my shadow. Um, yeah, I've been in situations where it's like, okay, girl, you don't value me? I bet. You know, I think I'm gonna go in lightly with this blue from Juvia's Place. Um, it's really one of those things where I feel that when everyone is making the effort, there needs to be more of an effort on not just one person's part, but everyone's part. And if it's not, what are we doing in the friendship? What are we doing in the friendship? I'm gonna go in with this color here. I love this color. She's very rich. Actually, you know what? Nope, I'm gonna go in with this color here. You know, so it just is leading me to think that maybe I need to put a pause on this friendship, perhaps. And I don't really want to, but I don't feel that time is being valued equally, that the friendship is being valued equally. And that's, I don't want to say I think, I said I'm going to stop saying I think. I know that that's going to be a problem for me. It's going to be a problem for me. Um, I'm one of those people that when I set aside time to be with my girls, that's time for me to be with my girls because honestly, your girls can sometimes surpass your relationship with a man. Now, I know that's not the case in everybody's situation. I'm not saying everyone is that way, but more often than not, that's the case. More often than not, that's the case. I'm going to use this mirror here because I just need to be a certain way when I'm doing this. So I just feel like as women of a particular age, we're working. We have careers, we have families, whatever your family looks like. But at the same token, what happens when your kids are grown and you go to try and rekindle those friendships? What happens when it's like, yeah, I'm kind of busy now? What happens if that's what you're served with? Because that could happen. All right, this is my Morphe palette, and I am going to go in with this brown here, just to give a little, this one here, just to give it a little zhuzh. And I lightly go in with her. I don't really do too much. I want to do too much. We want to be demure. So yeah, that's my thought process with the friends that there's not equal effort. And I think that's why it is more difficult now than ever to maintain friendships the older you get. Um, I want to be one of those people that can say, you know what, I like bringing my girls together. I love, us hanging out and doing things and, growing and supporting. But also, I don't want to be the only one doing it. I don't want to be the only one doing it. And if I feel that I am the only one, I have to exit myself. I can't change anyone. I can't make you be a good friend. And I'm very, very I have very high standards of my friends. very high standards. Meaning, you know, I want you to be a certain kind of way with me because I'm a certain kind of way with you. You know, I'm just gonna go in and blend that in a little more. I want you to be a certain kind of way with me because I expect a little bit of me. Not every part of me because they're not me, but I expect a little bit of me in the friendships. And I expect you to put in at least the same effort, you know. And if you have something conflicting or something's going on, or maybe it's me, if I did something, let me know. Call me up like, hey, girl, listen, here's the problem. Because I'll do that in a minute. I will do that in a minute. If there's something that has happened and I feel the need to address it, first and foremost, that means I really love you and I want to fix, you know, the issue. I don't want the issue to linger. You know, I want to fix it because I care that much about you. And I want to make sure that we can repair. But I'm only going to do that maybe twice, honestly. Maybe twice. I'm not going to do that too many times because we're adults. And if I don't expect you to automatically know if you've done something to me because sometimes people just don't know. You know, it could be just you. I'm a Virgo, so I'm I'm super extra. And I'm a September Virgo. So, whew, if you know, you know. But I if you don't know, and if I think maybe it's not translating or you're not picking it up, I'm not gonna, you know, make you assume. I'm gonna confront it head on, very respectfully, very, very much mindful. You know, I'm not gonna jump down your throat, but I do want you to know, like, girl, this is what's going on, and this is why I've been feeling away. All right, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this one because at first I was not gonna use this one, but I think I'm gonna take this and do a little blending just to give it. It's something about this blue that just pops on dark skin. Juvia's place never disappoints. Let me tell you something. I don't know who they have in the kitchen cooking up the things, but baby, please stay in the kitchen. Please and thank you. Um, so yeah, friendships and adulting, they can go hand in hand, but everyone has to be intentional and everyone has to put similar effort in. Like seriously. Seriously, it's not hard. It's not difficult, but it does take time. And you have to want to do it. And now I'm like, maybe she don't want to do it, you know? And I don't want to push anybody into something that they don't want to do. If you, you know, have whatever issue you have with me, okay, girl, cool. But say something. Say something. Please and thank you. I definitely need to get this situated. I normally don't like to do my inner corners, but since some of that kind of decided to go down there, let's go ahead and do an inner corner. This is Juvia's Place blush. Let me tell you something about this blush. Baby, the pigment is pigmenting, okay? The pigments. You'll see. You don't need much, I promise you. What's that song? A little dab of do ya? A little dab of do ya, baby. So, you know, I have one best friend, right? I've been friends with this best friend. Oh gosh. Met her 2007. We've been friends, best friends since then. And it's funny because when I met her, I was like, she is wild. She is a wild child. And we both had young children at the time that we met. And We have grown children now, and in fact, she's the one who has the small baby now. Like, girl, you took us back. But, and she and I don't see each other in person often. However, when she does, because she's since remarried and like I said, has a new small baby. But when we are together, it's magic. It's magic. Like she's literally my soulmate. And what I mean is, because you can have a best friend soulmate. Oh, my nose itches. When I say she's my soulmate, I honestly don't have to tell her a lot. Like, we have very few conversations about issues and tackle issues because she just knows me, you know. She just knows me. That music is getting louder, and I really feel like it's blaring through in this video, but I won't know until it's done. And if it is, I'm gonna have to do a voiceover, um, because he's down there having a party. A party, honey. You hear me? All right. Now, my best friend, um, she got remarried. The last time I saw her, I don't know what's going on there. The last time I saw her, I'm sorry, guys. My allergies are doing something, so please excuse me. Um, Last time I saw her was my birthday. No, it wasn't my birthday. It was after my birthday. That would have been October, I believe. I want to say it was in October. And she came into my house. She stayed a couple days and we had a ball. We had a ball. We don't do a lot. How am I going to get this open? Oh, aha. We need a fresh sponge. We don't do a lot. And when I say we don't do a lot, I love, first of all, sidebar, I love the flatness of this. Look at that. Ah! All right, so I'm about to go in with this Laura Mercier. Love her, by the way. I'm about to go in with that powder. And it's super fine. I don't know if you can see it without me spilling it, but she's very, very fine. And she never does me wrong. We just gel, we just we just gel. Like, there's nothing that she and I can't talk about, whether it's an issue, whether it's just us sitting here kikiing, her cooking, and me making the drinks, laughing, having a time, me spending time with my little baby niece. We just have no issues. And I don't know what it is about our friendship where she and I just connect. We just connect. I'm not gonna say we don't disagree because we've disagreed, but after that disagreement, it's like, okay, girl, let's go get something to eat. We're gonna get a bite, a drink. What are we doing? Because we're not about to fight. Argue, not fight, but we don't have any issues like that. And it's like, that is my girl. Like, I don't play about her. I don't play about her. She and I have been friends for a while. I know that our friendship is going to go the long haul. And even when we go months and not, connect, it's because I know. I know. But when she is here, we spend hella time together. Hella time together. We're talking, we're chatting, we're bonding, and it's just like she never left. It's like you were just here yesterday. That's how close we are. All right, I'm gonna go in with this. This is just a NYX pencil, basic black, And I said I was going to try to get away from black eyeliner, but alas, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. I try, but I really don't know. Yeah, that music is blaring. I'm going to have to do a voiceover because I don't think YouTube is going to let me play this. And I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to be pissed. Um, I guess hindsight is 2020, and I probably should have said, "Son, I'm going to be filming," but he's hardly here. Um, he's visiting me just for the day, and I don't want him to, feel the waves. Sometimes you ever put your shadow on, and it's like it just doesn't do exactly what you want it to do, and you have to go back in and just smooth it out a little bit. I can't be the only one. I can't be the only one. But, I want to know what you guys' thoughts are with the friendship. Like, what is your take with friends? And do guys go through this? I don't know. I don't know if men go through this. And I'm inclined to think they don't. My dad is in his 70s. And hold on, guys. My dad's in his 70s, and he still has the same guy friends. There's one that fell off because he's just a fool, but that's an outlier. But he still has the same friends. Like for years, since I was a teenager, I am now a grandmother. I don't know. Maybe it's just women. And why? Why is it just women? You know, I want to really be in a friend group that, and I have a few different friend groups, which is a whole other story, but I want to be in a friend group where everyone is super supportive. Like everyone loves each other, and it's just one of those things where, hold on guys, my ring camera is, I'm back guys. Sorry. My son is, he's all over the place. Oh my God. An adult boy mom is just not for the weak either because they are just something. This is my man eater mascara. When I tell you, baby, she stays in rotation. I think this is by Tarte too. I'm just gonna go in lightly. I don't remember where I left off. But I think I was talking about my best friend, and you know, I don't know what it is about her and my relationship and why we just don't have any issues. We do have differences of opinion. She's a Sag, and so we're two strong personalities, very strong personalities. But it's like each of us know when to kind of fall back. We don't go at each other's heads like rah rah rah. You know, we don't do that. We don't do that. But we have very strong personalities. And it's funny because, like I said, when I met her, I was like, this woman, there's something wrong with her. It is in a sense of she just was just wild. We connected because we both grew up Muslim. Um, she's still heavy into the faith. I am passively in it. Judge your daddy. I'm still a good person. And we just, we connected on that level. And We both love food. She loves to cook. I love to eat. Okay, that is a perfect match right there. And like I said, we had small kids, so we have a lot in common. We have a lot in common. Um, and she's since remarried, and I respect that she wants to be the wife that she wants to be. Now, I do expect that we have some type of girlfriend time. And so far, it's been okay. So far, it's been okay. Are the lashes lashing? Baby. So that's that on the friendship. I just want to know why it is so challenging. Why is it so challenging? And why are women, it seems that women are the only ones going through the things. Seems that way. It seems that way. Yes.
Have
I'm.
you seen the pillows?
What pillows?
I brought pillows in here that were still in the day one package.
I have no idea what you're speaking of. All right, and now I'm gonna go in with this NYX Duck Plump. This is one of my faves as well. She's very pigmented. I was looking for my brown lip liner, and I cannot find it. I don't know. So we're gonna go lip liner free today because I want the brown one. I want the brown one. I can't find it. All right, one last spray. Do 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 do. Okay. So that is the final look. I will link everything in the description below. And yeah, I still want to hear your thoughts on friendships, and why do you think they're so difficult? What's making them difficult? And is it just lack of trying at this point? Is it lack of trying? What is it? I don't know. But let's talk about it in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.